Next, we have Ryan Avery, who's representing Tokina. I know you got some good stuff to tell us about. How about it?
Yep. So we have a quick presentation. Usually at this point in the lens panel every year, I just say we make lenses and drop the mic because everybody's bored and already left. But I will quickly run over everything that Tokina is doing. Tokina has, similarly to Sigma and Japanese companies, started in the 1950s, making lenses for like Seagull and Hanamex and other brands. Tokina is the world's largest OEM optical manufacturer. We make all kinds of brands, Koken, Hoya, anything you can imagine, stuff you don't even know about. So anyway, I'll get into our cinema line. The history of Tokina Cinema started in 2009 when Duclos Lenses started modifying the photographic 11-16 f2.8 for cinema, and on Matthew's Cine Lens blog, he has a very nice history of that project. And so in 2013, Tokina made the 11-16 ATX, the 16-28 full frame ATX, the 50-135 Super 35 lens, and the 100 macro. In 2015, Tokina approached me to help them do a ground up cinema design. And so we came out with the Vista Primes. The Vista Primes are a complete set of VistaVision speed primes. The area of definition is 46.7 millimeters, which is VistaVision. However, the actual image circle of these lenses covers anywhere from open gate, Alexa 65, and on the wider end, 5K on Alexa 65. So these are extremely generous image circle lenses, all T1.5. And we have 9 lenses in the set now, including the 40 and the 65. And we will be announcing two more focal lengths in December on the wide end, and 1 telephoto at the beginning of 2022. These lenses come in at $6,000 to $9,000 a piece, which is a fraction of the price of other lenses that cover a similar format. Tokina is not known for cinema lenses in the past, so it's taken quite a bit of work for Tokina to get there, but we are now being recognized, and I'll get into that later as to the various places these are being used. They feature an interchangeable lens mount system, PL, MFT, Sony, Avery, PL, or LPL, EF, whatever you need. They're interchangeable with 8 screws, so quite simple to change, although you do need a collimator to make the mount back focus distance accurate for the scales. As I said before, these are designed for large format digital sensors. It is a completely ground up design. They are T1.5, and of course that means that the F number is anywhere from F1.2 to 1.4, depending on the focal length, and which makes them extremely fast. The 135 is in f1.2. The front element is absolutely massive, even though they're 114 millimeter. So they're really unique lenses with minimal to zero focus breathing. Never say zero, but on a purely technical level, they have less breathing than a master prime. So they are extremely limited focus breathing, limited chromatic aberration, and all the mechanical features are the same gear position, iris position, same front diameter. We have picked up quite a bit of feature films. You can go to Shot on Tokina, you go to Tokina Cinema USA, to our Shot on Tokina page, which I can drop in the chat. And you can see for Black Widow, they were used for the VFX. They're extremely popular for VFX. Fast 9, they're used on Cats. We were excited about that until we saw Cats, and then we weren't so excited about it, but they look good. More recently, The Green Knight, Ted Lasso, which we're quite excited about, shot entirely on Vistas, and then Vigil from BBC on Netflix was shot with Vista 1. It was shot with a whole host of lenses. However, there was a write-up in American Cinematographer, I believe, in last month's issue about it. So we introduced the Vista 1 in 2019 as a limited edition. We manufactured 40 sets. As far as I'm aware, they are completely sold out now. So they are no longer available except on the used market. They have also, like I said, with Vigil and a lot of other features, they're really starting to get some recognition now. So those are available for rental only. You can see the different flare colors you can get out of the Vista. So the Vista 1 is a single coated front element. So you get blue flares, green flares, warmer flares. It depends on the type of light that you hit it with. And so it's a very versatile lens for a still high resolution, but gives you the ability to get some really strong large blue inclusions. Then we have our Cinema Zoom Super 35 Plus series, we call it. We have the 11 to 20, which comes in at $2,400. It will cover Super 35, so it's been extremely popular for Komodo and Blackmagic cameras. We have our new 25 to 75, also T2.9. This lens is extremely popular. It is 36 millimeter image circle, which means it covers, red Gemini and some of the other slightly larger than traditional Super 35 sensors. A lot of people ask why didn't we make this full frame? And the simple fact is we went for a nearly zero breathing design, very limited distortion. And so as a result, to keep the compact size the same as the other Super 35 lenses, we did that. We will be doing other zooms in the future, but this lens squarely covers a significant amount of cameras that are in the market today. It will cover 4K DCI on full frame sensors for the most part. So, and then we have the 50 to 135, which is in that series as well. This 25-75 comes in at $5,000, so it's extremely affordable as a mid-range zoom and one of the few mid-range zooms on the market. We have the 100 millimeter macro. This is the most affordable macro on the market. It's $2,400. And this one does not have a auto compensating iris like you'll find in the Avery Master macro. Instead, there's a color coded light loss scale. This one is very popular for tabletop work, robotic arm, that sort of thing. A lot of like McDonald's commercials and beer commercials and all kinds of stuff. You do anything like that, you'll find these there. Very widely used, same interchangeable mount system as the Vista Primes. Then we make our 1.6 expander. This will take, it's offered in 3 versions. There's a Sony E version, which is a PL camera. It's PL mount lenses to Sony E cameras. There's our most popular PL to PL. So you take a PL lens and put it on a PL camera. This will take a Super 35 lens. It takes a 29 millimeter slice of the image circle of a Super 35 lens and expands it to 46.7 millimeter VistaVision. We also make an EF mount version, which is very popular with the Sigma 18 to 35 EF lens, because that lens does not cover full frame. So a lot of people are buying this to go with it. Also works extremely well on anamorphic. So again, it expands traditional Super 35 to VistaVision. It does have a clearance. So there are 20 millimeters from the PL tabs to the tip of the PL cone. And so we offer this clearance checker, so you can check to see. It works on pretty much the great majority of zooms like this Ingenue zoom. And if we go to the next slide, you can see a lens that it does not work with, which is a Cooke S4, because most primes have a larger projection on the PL mount. So it's compatible with quite a few things. Now we have a video that is our 2021 reel that is all shot with Tokina cinema lenses. It's a couple minutes long. I'll try to talk through it, and if we want to kill it, we can, but let's go ahead and play the video. So the main tagline of Tokina is "Your art is cinematography. Ours is technology." So we focus on the art of our technology and making sure that it supports the desires of the cinematographers. This was shot with the 16 to 28, which I did not put on the slide. A lot of these are zooms as well as primes. This is the Vista Prime. We used a lot for beauty commercials, that sort of thing. And then music videos, obviously this is a video. These are all shot by our Tokina Cinema featured artists. Tokina Cinema is a relatively new brand, and so we focus on younger, up-and-coming cinematographers, and as well as people that shoot features. And we're now starting to see these people move into ASC and other prestigious organizations, so we're quite happy for that. You can see the flare of these lenses is very soft for the Vista Primes. The roll-off from subject to background is very smooth. And again, they cover a very large format. You can see more of the flares there. This is one of the first things we shot with it, a short film in 2016. It was a lot of fun. So you can see a variety of looks and formats coming in here. So let's see, about halfway through here. And so that's more, you can see different lighting scenarios that work with it. And the bokeh is quite nice and round. These are aerial shots shot by Phil Holland with the 12K hammerhead rig. We have some stuff from the HBO series here. And then our 11 to 20, this is shot on the 16 to 28. That's the 11 to 20, nice and wide. And you can see the resolution and detail of these lenses. Here's a bunch of tabletop stuff that was shot with either the Vistas or the 100 macro. So we try to show different things that are used on feature films. These are shot by Michael Sue, one of our featured artists who does a lot of action features.
Let me ask you a question while this is playing.
Yeah, sure.
I understand that Panavision, the lens company, has bought quite a few of your lenses.
Yeah, our lenses have become extremely popular for rental. Panavision rents these out with the DXL2 package quite a bit, and that's part of the reason that you see them a lot for VFX, because they use them in a lot of arrays that they specialty stuff that they manufacture. So yeah, and lots of rental companies. Yeah. And you can pretty much find them available for rent at most rental companies. We have a rent section on our website, which is pretty quickly becoming just about everybody. And the Vista ones earlier as well, like I said, are pretty much rental only. There's a few DPs that own them, but they were a limited edition, one-time run, and very popular for rental.
And very affordable from what I can tell.
Yeah, the Vista ones come in at about $8,000 a piece, and the standard Vistas average out at about $6,000 a piece. So yeah, so Tokina Cinema just started making real cinema lenses in 2016, and we've been extremely fortunate to be picked up on a very wide market acceptance, and we're quite happy about that. And what makes the Vistas unique in particular is a very large image circle with very fast performance, smooth drop off, all that, all those things that you're looking for at a very affordable price point.
Well, thank you very much, Ryan. Appreciate it so much.